What's up, y'all? Today we're going to be showing you the kayak accessories we have already got. So we did take our chair out. Our anchor is right here on the ground. That is out of our big boat. Life jacket puddles hanging right here because we have to rinse this out. It hasn't been used since the last kayak video. I can put that up here right now. Holy shit, that was a huge blow up. And yeah, I'm highly allergic to pollen and stuff. That's kind of why my voice sounds weird. I gotta get all this cleaned out. And this is the plug, the cassette plug for where the pedals go. So you throw that in, lock it in place, boom. That's that. The scupper plugs I've had to order 2 different times and still need to order again, which I'll probably show in this video. We still don't have those. They go in these holes. Every ones I've ordered, they're just too small. I'm gonna try and find some that should work. I measured it again, so we'll see. But we have this to add on in today's video. Show a little time lapse of me putting that on. But we did get our tether on, so we can take this off. Whoa, in case you drop it, it's on tether. That's the paddle tether. We got that on. And we have the cassette plug right here. So those do work. This is the YakAttack PadLoc paddle holder. I want to probably put that somewhere like right here. It goes like this. Something like that. It has a couple screws. So yeah, we got to figure out where we're going to put that on here and order the scupper plugs. You guys are so loud when I'm recording. You just want all the attention, huh? You just want all the attention, don't you? All of it. I'm gonna get to you. Look at that. That's gross. Nasty little duck pooping in the water. That one's all right. That one's nasty. That's the one she swims in. She can't really get in that one. That's why I like having that one for the chickens and the turkey. They can still get a drink that's not all nasty from her poop. Little Miss Daisy. Their water's just about filled. We can get that. Hey, puppy. What you doing, baby? Now, we're just kind of waiting for the hose from the flock, and we're going to clean this out and put on our YakAttack paddle holder. She's being weird. We got that going. We got this one. Gotta rinse that one out. There's not water in that one, goof. She gets the zoomies a lot when I get in fresh water. I'm waiting for her to jump back in that one. As you can see, I did that little trench right there so the water can run out. I let it overflow. The duck likes it. It brings the worms and other bugs up so they can eat them. And that's what they're doing right now, is they're following that down to where it goes under the fence over there. Pool number 2 is getting filled up. That one's good to go. Possibly looks like it's leaking on that side over there. Which, even better reason to get a permanent pond in for these guys. We'll have to figure that one out. Gotta figure out the drain system, mostly because of the duck. I don't want to get in there and scoop it out. I want to be able to just rinse it down the drain in the middle. Trying to figure that out. I kind of want it right here in this area. It's going to be the easiest, I think, to do. Where I have that trench, I'm just going to have to run some sort of drain. So yeah, I have to figure that one out. Do some more research on that. Well, that part's done. I took this out of the package and I was kind of playing around where I wanted it, and kind of like somewhere right here. That way I can still use the bungee and this little hook right here that came with the kayak, and it'll just be extra support. But this one is pretty secure. This is more for traveling if I want to just keep it right here with the kayak. I think we'll get set up on an angle somewhere around here on a time lapse, get that holes drilled, get that secure. Yeah, then we'll do a time lapse of cleaning it out. We'll order our scupper plugs. Hopefully those are the correct ones. If they are, you'll see us putting those in and then doing the outro. So here we go. Alright, as you can see, we got the rubber spacers in on the ends. Screw, screw. It ain't going nowhere. So we also have this that can go over top. Yeah, this one. Ah, the flies are attacking me. There we go. That was stuck under it. And this one, that is a double secure. You can lock it down like that, and you can pop that off and just run it that way. You know what I mean? Let me get the paddle in there. See if I can do it with one hand. Boom, like that. Come down here. Alright, I can't do it with one hand. There, I just set the camera down. I couldn't do it with one hand. But yeah, that's just a single way of doing that. But we also have this we can throw up top for extra support when we're traveling down the road. And that is that. Or YakAttack PadLoc paddle holder. Now, we're gonna get it rinsed out. Probably do a little time lapse of that if I can find a good spot for the camera, that is. I have the media case on and you can't really get that wet. I might do that. Otherwise, we'll jump right into ordering the scupper plugs. Hopefully those fit. If they do, you'll see us be installing them. Otherwise, returning and ordering some more. It's crazy. I measured it this time though, so hopefully we can find what we need. Then we can get this video out there. And for sure, after this one, we are going to an island and doing a solo camping trip for a few days, probably. Make sure you subscribe, click the little bell, and then click it again. Make sure you hit all notifications notified, because it's gonna be a good one. Well, I decided I'll get the big tripod out and we will do a time lapse of getting this all cleaned up, ready to go. Alright guys, we are back here in my little office in my room. We got obviously our YouTube channel pulled up just for something on in the background on our laptop. We're gonna get Amazon pulled up here on our phone, and I'll get that brought up on the screen so you guys can see that a little bit better. And we're gonna order some scupper plugs. And scupper plug, there's that search, Kayak scupper plugs. Okay, and I measured it. So we need just under 2 inches. And I was looking at these, I think it was these. Yeah, these silicone ones right here. I was looking at these. I think the large size would actually work. We might, because mine aren't so deep, we might have to trim it, if anything, and just take the loss if it doesn't actually work. But let's see, that says small, it says large. I mean, that looks like it would work, and it's green. Do they have orange? Ooh, they do have orange. 12 pieces large. I like the orange. If we can get orange, what size is this? Does it say? Large ones, 1.25 to 1.76. That might work. I don't know. Let's see if we can adjust the search. So it says 2 inches. Like that. I don't know if we're going to be able to find it, guys. That says 2 inch. That's potential right there. But that is kind of out of the budget, y'all. I don't know about that one. Man, this is tough. What do you mean still loading? Those would, but those are expensive. I want to try and do something a little cheaper. I tried those foam ones. Those didn't work because there's a little plastic piece on the end. I think we're going to try these ones. We're going to do these orange, large ones. Right here. place the order. Boom. Well, we got that placed, so now I will see you when we get that box, and hopefully they fit. I will see you in a few days. They're here. Let's see if they fit. Alright, so we're gonna see if these ones will work. This is my third time ordering scupper plugs for this kayak here. I'm really hoping these ones work, but we shall see. I only need one. It looks like these ones actually might, as long as the top's wide enough. Okay. Might have to trim some off. Let me show you what we're working with here. So, it looks like it's wide enough, but let's see if I can angle this. It's a little too tall. So, I'm gonna risk it. They were pretty cheap. And I'm gonna trim some of this off to like where my finger is here. About that, and see if they'll fit then. I'm really hoping they do, but let's see. Alright, as you can see, I use my handy dandy Ozark Trail pocket knife here. And I trimmed off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5.5 off of this. So let's see. No freaking way, guys. We finally found something that would work. Look at that. I'm pulling on it pretty hard, and now it came out. We could even probably take a little more off there, but we can always do that on the water once we test it out. But I think that's gonna work until we get the more expensive ones. Heck yeah, dude. Oh man, they do say third time's a charm, you know. So I am very, very happy that we finally found some that'll work. So I got a couple more to trim up. There's one that goes under my seat right up there. There's one in the front, I believe. Otherwise, it's just one under my seat and one right here. And we have some extras. So I'm very happy that we found a cheap version. I think it was like $9. Link will be down below if you want to check it out. Something that's cheap and you want to see if it'll work for your Pelican Catch 110 HZ. Yeah, but I'm very excited now. I can't wait to get out on the water. So heck yeah, dude. All right, I mean, since we had extras, I tested it with this one here, and it's way in there better. I did 6 little ribs off instead of 5. So I'm gonna do that with the other one. If there is one in the front, I'll double check here in just a second. But for sure gonna fix that one, take one more rib off. I think that'll fit way better. Check it out. Like, it squishes in there a lot more. Look at that. It actually stays in there how it's supposed to. It's in there. I'm gonna do that to the other one. As you can see, we fixed that one. So that's trash pile. We already got that plug. That's this. I don't think there's another one. I think it's just the one under my seat. This big one. Yeah, that's it. Let's move this life jacket just to make sure. See under there? Yep. It's just the one under my seat and the one back here. So we have 4 extra too, just in case. We can throw in our backpack and always have those that we can trim up. And yeah, I'm glad we found these ones. They work pretty dang good. Heck yeah, now it's just a couple other things, but that's just wants. They're not necessities. So yeah, let's explain the island trip now. The island that I wanted to go to originally, I did a little more research, and it's only day use. I can't camp overnight there. We would get the cops called on us, in other words. So we're not gonna do that. We are going to go to, so for those of you that are good at reading lips, feel free to comment down below what island I'm going to. But it's not gonna be inland. It's gonna be on Lake Michigan, or on a bay will be the other clue I'll give you. And yes, we'll be taking this kayak there. I'd like to get a fish finder for it, but it's not really necessary. I wanted these scupper plugs for sure. Yeah, I mean, the only other thing I want is a trolling motor, battery for that, and a fish finder and that battery. Obviously chargers for those. For the trolling motor, I'm going to be replacing this rudder here in the back. and yeah, it'll just be kind of right there all times. And then at that point, I think we will have to get MC numbers for it because it'll have a motor. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to get this back out on the water now that we can keep all of our stuff dry and do our camping trip on the island. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Click the little bell so you get notified when that video goes live. That will be more than likely the next video. We'll just have to see. I have a battery box that I will show in that video. That'll be our power source for the few days on the island, as I believe there's on this one, no, this one I think does have power hookup, an outhouse. Don't quote me, it might not have power. It does have an outhouse, it has a fire pit and a grill. You have to bring your own charcoal. And for 3 days, I believe it's $110. We will be doing that. That'll be a fun trip. That'll be a good test in this to see if we're gonna go to the big island in this. Once we get the trolling motor and fish finder. That's an 8-mile paddle one way for the big one, but we're gonna do a couple small ones before that. So make sure you like and subscribe. That'll help me be able to do that, as it does cost some money to be able to get that stuff done, get some more equipment and everything for that, and it's free to you. And I thank each and every one of you for letting me do what I like to do. As of July 4th 2025, I have quit my my normal job, to be able to do this full-time for you guys, as I can see myself being able to do that. And we also have some other business ideas in the making. We want to start up a fudge business, so that'll be cool. That'll be really cool. We have our own fudge recipe for my grandma that we kind of tweaked a little bit ourselves, and yeah, everybody that we've had try it says it's better than Mackinaw's fudge. I mean, that could be biased, I don't know. I think it's better than it, but it could also be because myself and everybody else has just had Mackinac Island fudge so much, or Mackinac fudge so much, whatever you want to call it. But I mean, our recipe is pretty different. It's very rich, it's very creamy, and it's very addicting. So I think it'll be a pretty good gig, and that'll be kind of how we fund these videos to get even crazier, better adventures out there for you guys. Get more equipment so it can make it better quality and all that sort of stuff. It'll just be fun in these videos for you guys. I mean, that's kind of where we're at now. I think the best way to do that, from my other inspirations, other YouTubers I watch, my favorites, that's just kind of what they've been saying, is if you want to do it, just do it and go for it. So that's what we're doing, and we're bringing you guys along for the ride. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, comment down below, it helps the algorithm. Yeah, we still got to name this thing, so comment individual names down below. It just helps the algorithm, as you would know. So if you're someone that has like 5 different names, make sure you do 5 different comments. All right, it just helps us in the long run. All right, seriously, no doubt. Until next time, love y'all, peace, tight lines, stay safe. See you in the next one.
Thank you for everything I continue to solve.